The article says, Gaga owes my kid for fame. Mom claims lady copied sexy act of late Staten Island teen collaborator. She's a real fame monster. A still-grieving mom says her late daughter inspired Lady Gaga on her path to superstardom and wants the poker-faced pop icon to give the tragic teen her due. Yana Morgana is seeking the rights to release the dozen or so songs. Her daughter Lina recorded with Gaga, then Stefani Germanotta, before Lina committed suicide at age 19. And she wants the paparazzi princess to acknowledge it was Lina Morgana's dark, edgy style that helped create Lady Gaga. I'm doing this because I want to keep her spirit alive. Lady Gaga is holding Lina's soul, and I want her soul to be free. So they recorded about 12 songs together. And it was perhaps during these collaborations Lina's mother believes that her daughter's fashion, style, performance technique, and dramatic stagecraft influenced Gaga. To make her point, the mom produced pictures of Lina taken to promote her career, including a mock album cover shot. In them, Lina strikes poses and wears bikinis, lingerie, outlandish wigs, and thigh-high boots, all later replicated in Gaga's racy publicity photos. The mom believes Lina had style, Gaga had a different style, she changed dramatically overnight. Yana said, within a year of their collaboration, Lina jumped to her death from the roof of a 10-story hotel in Staten Island. About a month after the October 2008 suicide, Germanotta became Lady Gaga, took the music industry by storm, and spawned an army of fans she dubbed her little monsters. And here's a picture. So the mom claims that, that Lady Gaga, Lina Morgana copied her style. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I met Lina only once, and I wrote about it on Wattpad.com maybe a year ago, and I also wrote it on MySpace. I think some of you read my article. But I just want to say something. I don't believe there's anything original in anything, and I think it's normal to copy. So if Lady Gaga saw that Lina is performing in her lingerie and Lady Gaga thought, wow, that would be cool, I want to do that too, I don't think there's anything wrong in it. And I don't think that Lady Gaga owes anything to Lina for saying, well, I love that style, I love that she performed in lingerie, I want to do that too. If I saw somebody performing in the wig and I wanted to copy, I wanted to say, well, I want to do that something too in the wig, and then I want to add something of my own, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. But, so I don't necessarily agree with Lina's mother, but I want to say something. What happened to Lina is very, very tragic, and it's sad. No words can express that. It's a tragedy that a young girl commits a suicide. And perhaps maybe mom is upset. That wait a minute, they started out with Lady Gaga together. They wrote these songs, and then after my daughter commits a suicide, Lady Gaga becomes this huge superstar. And I feel like it's unfair. Well, life isn't fair. It's random, and it's things are just happening, and that I understand, and the agony and the unfairness and the tragedy of life, and how could this happen? I understand that, and I get that, but I don't think it is Lady Gaga's fault. So I don't think, in other words, there is enough space in the sky for Lina and for Lady Gaga, and perhaps I'm sure if Lina was alive, she would probably be famous, but, this is the unfairness of life. Things happened, and, and now Lina doesn't have a chance to pursue her career and to shine as much as she could have shined, and that's tragic. But it's not a fault of Lady Gaga, so, if Lady Gaga saw something that she liked, the way Lina dresses, and she thought, I want to dress like that too, that I think is okay. And, in fact, I don't, again, I don't believe anything is original. I mean, even like the theory of relativity by Einstein, The theory of relativity was developing for 300 years. It was started by Galileo, then it was continued by Newton, and then Einstein. So they all added little pieces of the puzzle to finally come to the main, to become what we know as the theory of relativity. But many people added the little pieces of the puzzle along the way. So it wasn't the original. It's not like Einstein came up with it from nothing. He had some knowledge of the other people's discoveries, and he drew from that, and he added something of his own. So perhaps that's what Lady Gaga did, and I think it's very normal. As an artist, I can't create in a vacuum. In fact, I do listen to music. In fact, I think it's very important for any artist to listen to music and to know what's going on. And then you get inspired, and then you draw from that, and then you create something of your own. So that is okay. If Lady Gaga, let's say Lina wrote a song, and then Lady Gaga took that song and said, that's my song, I wrote it, then that's not okay. In fact, I also see a lot of artists, performing in lingerie. I don't think it's anything new. I've seen artists performing in wigs. I've seen artists performing in high heels boots, including Madonna. I mean, so I disagree with Lina's mom claim. Now, I don't know who owns the songs, whether it's the label or the producer, but label, obviously, labels think very simple. They don't think, wow, is this a great music? Should we release it? That's not how they think. They think, okay, it's going to take us $1 million to release it. Can we make that million back? And how many times over can we make that million back? That's how they think, very simple. So perhaps if the songs are owned by a label, they just don't want to release it because they feel like they're going to lose that million. So legally, they're not, I don't know if they have a contract with Lina or not, but let's say they don't. So legally, they're not obliged to release Lina's music. But on the humane part, I think it would be nice and ethical part to release Lina's music and help the mother to share Lina's music with the world. So we all can hear Lina's voice, because right now, these 12 songs, no one knows them, and Lina is not alive anymore, unfortunately. And, somebody is holding these songs hostage, so Lina's mother can't make a CD, or an album, or, put it all over internet, iTunes, because, she doesn't have them or whatnot. So I think on humane part, I think the label and Lady Gaga should help Lina's mother to release the daughter song. I mean, if that was me, if I was Lady Gaga, in that situation, I would definitely help.